When I say freedom to teach, y'all say freedom to learn. Freedom to teach. Freedom to learn. Freedom to teach. Freedom to learn.
We are here for a reason. We are here because our entire culture is under attack. Our history is under attack. Our democratic principles are under attack.
And today, on the second annual National Day of Action, we are drawing yet another line in the sand. Because when our rights are under attack, we stand up, we get organized, we get activated, and we fight back.
We won't go back. We won't go back. We won't go back. We won't go back. We won't go back. We won't go back. We won't go back. We won't go back.
Say freedom to learn.
Freedom to learn.
Freedom to love.
Freedom to love.
Freedom to control our own bodies. Freedom to fund our freedom.
This afternoon, I'm reminded of how students across this country started their mornings with the Pledge of Allegiance that ends with the promise of liberty and justice for all. I'm reminded of how students across this country are wrapping up yet another school year where they have had to be subjects of political debates of their classroom learning environment rather than what's necessary for their success.
We're here because this very institution right here once said that African Americans had no rights that whites were bound to respect. They said that the protections against discrimination that we fought so hard to win were unconstitutional. That Native Americans had no title to their land. That Japanese Americans could be confined to incarceration camps. That queer Americans could be treated as criminals, and that women were second-class citizens whose only good and value to the nation was in our capacity to reproduce.
We owe obligations in life. One we owe is to our ancestors that opened the doors, paved the way, inspired us. But we owe another obligation, and that is to our progeny, to the young people coming up and coming along, that we will not sleep, we will not rest, and hell yes, we'll be woke. Yes. Because it's better to be woke than to be asleep.
We know that walking on our campus every day, we are history. We are making history. We are honoring our ancestors that protested in 1955 and prior, okay? And we are here to do the exact same thing, unfortunately, for the exact same reason, and we're not going anywhere. I don't know if y'all have ever met a Morgan State Bear, but we don't take no mess at all. And so a message to the great leaders of our nation, Morgan State Bears, and other college students for that matter, we are not going anywhere. We will continue to advocate for our right to learn and our freedom to learn, and we will continue to advocate for the future generations that are coming after us that deserve that right as well.
Many people have often said when it comes to the work of civil and human rights that it is not a sprint, it is a marathon. I want to suggest that the fight for civil and human rights is not a sprint, it's not a marathon, it is a relay race. It's a relay race because it's the only kind of race where you run in such a way to win, not simply because you want to win for yourself, but because you know that there are those who have run before you, and there are those who will run after you, and you know that how you run will impact where the baton is given.
The continued and unwavering assaults that we've seen on reproductive rights, transgender rights, and the freedom to learn the full, complex, true history of this nation. These attacks endanger the very lives of the women, people of color, and marginalized communities who are at the heart of YWCA's mission.
We come from a people and a heritage that even when it was illegal to read, some way, somehow, we found a way to write. Somehow, some way, we found a page in a book.
We've got to fight for our right to learn. We've got to fight against the Achilles heel of our democracy, which is its racism and the ignorance about it. Without the freedom to learn, we cannot save our democracy. So we're here today to say we won't go back. We refuse to pass on a condition with no story, a situation with no analysis, a context with no way to change it.
When our rights are under attack, What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When our rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
We built this country.
We built this country.
We're not going nowhere.
We're not going nowhere.
So say it, repeat it, do it today, every day, until we are free to take our country back.
Freedom!